Sean Bielat was born on May 14, 1975, in Sumter, South Carolina, where his father, an Air Force sergeant, was stationed. In 1976, the Air Force moved the Bielats to Wiesbaden, West Germany. During these early years, Sean was shaped by his father's service, and his ambition for military service began. Eventually, both he and his brother would serve this country in the military. Like their father, all three of their uncles, and both their grandfathers. A few years later, Sean's father returned to civilian life, and the family moved to Rochester, New York. Sean received a scholarship to attend McQuaid Jesuit High School, where he embraced the Jesuit philosophy of being a man for others. During his junior year, he was selected to be one of 65 students from across the nation to serve as a congressional page. He spent the next 6 months working on the floor of the House of Representatives, attending classes at the House Page School, and living in the Page dorm. This experience shaped him. Sean met many political leaders and policymakers. He became interested in Congress and in politics. And he met Barney Frank for the first time. As a result of his desire to be involved in politics, Sean set his sights on Georgetown University. At Georgetown, he majored in government, interned extensively, and held a few jobs, and graduated early to save money. Sean would soon fulfill his childhood ambition. On October 4, 1998, he reported to Officer Candidate School at Marine Corps Base Quantico. He was commissioned a second lieutenant on December 11, 1998. He spent most of the next 4 years on active duty, where he embraced the Marine Corps core values: honor, courage, and commitment, values that guide him to this day. After reaching his end of active service, he began a Master in Public Policy at the Harvard Kennedy School of Government, where he received a partial scholarship. He majored in international security and political economy, and wrote his thesis on job creation in Massachusetts, leveraging Hanscom Air Force Base. While at Harvard, he also met his wife, Hope. After graduation, Sean began working as a management consultant at McKinsey & Company, where he was one of the few non-MBAs to be offered such a role. Unfortunately, the position was in Chicago, but both Hope and he wanted to return to Boston as soon as possible. On March 18, 2006, Sean and I were married. It was a blessed and joyful day for both of us. Sean decided to leave McKinsey and found a job with iRobot Corporation, a Massachusetts company. Sean worked as Director of Business Development before taking the role of PackBot Program Manager, where he ran a $100 million, 100-plus person line of defense robotics. PackBots are used to defeat improvised explosive devices in Iraq, Afghanistan, and elsewhere. The robots save lives. As a Marine and as an American, Sean was proud of the role he played. During this time, he was also selected as chairman of a NATO study of defense technology. In that role, he led a group of 30 industry representatives from 14 different countries to write a report making recommendations to NATO. Sean continues to serve as a major in the Marine Reserve. He is currently being reassigned to a role as a reserve instructor at the Defense Intelligence Agency's National Defense Intelligence College at Bolling Air Force Base. Over the past 2 years, he has also completed a Master's of Business Administration from the Wharton School of Business. Sean and I live in Brookline. I am a PhD student at Boston University. We attend St. Mary of the Assumption Catholic Church, and we're thrilled to be expecting our first baby, a boy, in August. Since deciding to run, Sean has worked tirelessly to meet future constituents around the district. From community meetings in New Bedford, to plant tours in Fairhaven, to Republican Town Committee meetings in Brookline, to meeting people at supermarkets in Taunton and elsewhere, Sean has immersed himself in understanding what the people of the 4th Congressional District care about and expect from their government. Sean is a leader, a patriot, and a man of values. He is a family man, a businessman, and a Marine. Sean Bielat has served this country and is the right person to represent the 4th Congressional District in Massachusetts.